Good afternoon, everyone. Hey guys, this is Bruce Marshall from Simpler Trading with the nightly market update for Wednesday, July the 7th. And today, I always do Wednesday night videos, and we always have Fed meeting outcome on Wednesday. And today was no different. We had a FOMC minutes from the last Fed meeting, and I guess it was there that we got kind of the lift off. I believe it was there. Um, the excitement again from the Fed minutes saying that we don't see any inflation and tapering will be gradual and long term and all that kind of stuff. So, basically pedal to the metal and keep buying this thing, which is a little frustrating because we all know it's very extended. This is the ES we're looking at here. We'll look at a couple of others in just a second, but it's really a quick summary here. I mean, if we look at the last here's 20 days. This we talked about this in last week's video. This was the Fed Wednesday. Right here is when they said we were caught off guard. That's what it said in the minutes today. It said literally they were caught off guard, surprised at the magnitude of the inflation, all that kind of stuff, and we may have to do 2 rate hikes. And we just went straight down here, and then I'm joking, but I was saying that here's where they got the phone call saying, hey guys, you better fix this. Oh, and they came back out and said, no, inflation's not a problem. And so we have rallied 41.26, 225 points, 230 points, basically straight up, in about 10 days, something like that. Anyway, so straight up, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, over and over and over. I can't remember how many new all-time highs we've had this year, but it's been quite a few. So, and this is the ES. Let's look at the NQ real quick. It's the same thing. Boom, 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 straight up. Now, if we dissect this, especially the NASDAQ, there is just a few stocks that are pushing this up: Amazon, Apple, Google. The large tech stocks. We all know that, right? I mean, we didn't even get the blip. This is the same 20-day chart, and the Fed was here. So we got a tiny, not even a sell-off, a tiny little pullback, and then we just rip, straight up. So if we go out here on longer-term time frame, you can see we're greatly extended here. Let me put my Keltner channels up, and you can see we're at 3 ATR. Last time we were at 3 ATR is here and here, and both times we had a pretty substantial pullback. I don't know if that'll happen again. Here, these are all 2 ATRs right here. So we never got that high. There's a little 3 ATR right there and a pullback. So we're at 3 ATR. We're due for a pullback at least to the mean right here, reversion to the mean or more. But with all of the, I guess, apparent great news, from the Fed and earnings coming up, I don't know that we'll get it. I don't know. So we got to be really careful here with the market. I can't buy it up here. Everything that I'm seeing is pretty extended. This is when we go on the honey badger kind of search and look for names that really aren't, that are kind of disconnected from the market. And I've been searching. I mean, of course, we want to look at, the Microsofts and AMD and Lam Research and all those kind of things that kind of ride on the coattails of all the big techs. But from probably a safer standpoint, we need to look at things that really aren't going to be tied directly to the market. I don't really have a lot of names off the top of my head. One was Generac that I've been telling you guys about for couple of months now, and it's kind of even with it, I've kind of gotten to where I'm not buying it anymore. We got 140 points out of that thing off this low right here, based on hurricane season, and it's just ridden straight up this 3 ATR. But I'm looking for other names like that, and I'm not, I like Tractor Supply here. I like Biogen. There's some names I'm looking at here, but it's hard to get super bullish here, and I would be if we get a pullback. I don't want to short this market, but at the same time, it's hard to go in and buy too much this thing could absolutely keep going. So don't misunderstand me and say to get short this market. I'm just saying you will get better chance to buy things on a pullback, at least to the mean up here at around 42.50 or so, and maybe even lower. You see how those bands are compressing there. So I'm just not too eager. I'm light. Now's not the time to go all in on anything unless you really, really have some conviction on a name. But I'm not seeing it right now, so I'm just kind of waiting, watching over the next probably week or two. We'll see if this thing keeps going. I do have some hedging on. I got a little an SPX hedging on for July 30th. Not any huge size or anything like that, but kind of light hedging for that kind of pullback. But other than that, we keep looking higher and wait to buy the pullbacks within reason, and get ready for earnings season because it really starts next week. So we'll see what we get. So that's what I got for you tonight. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. And be careful out there. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me